Hi folks, it's Otaku Gunso, and like I said once before, I've returned again to talk about some more cosplay progress, but this time regarding my C2 cosplay, because I kind of promised you guys. Well, anyway, if you want to call it that, then yeah, I came through, call it that. But anyway, I'm actually almost done with that cosplay, the Lavi cosplay, and my original outfit, which all you'll have to wait until after animeNEXT to find out like the full product and what it actually looks like. So yeah, and the original outfit, well, that doesn't get revealed, especially till after animeNEXT, because that's always a surprise. The only thing I'll say about it is that I'm doing a lot of innovative things with zippers these days, and yeah, it's pretty simple, but it's pretty cool at the same time. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout for that. But anyway, let's get started. So first I'm going to talk about the base of the C2 cosplay, which is pretty much a long evening gown that has like it's supposed to be no strap, opened up in the back where you lace it up or something like that, or I don't know. You know, in anime, gravity keeps everything up, including long jackets like that of which in Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. But anyway, so like, here it is. And don't know how much of this I will be able to show because it is really long, although I tried to make sure that it didn't drag the floor because, yeah, definitely have a lot of apprehensions about stuff dragging the floor after Mom practically drilled into my head about all the crap that you drag up, like, off the floor and the earth, like, you know, like, just horrible, horrible things, and you're, like, taking that with you, and, like, these things are white, so, you know, a lot of stuff. Then we have the back, which, like I said, open back. I have, you know, like eyelets here where I'll be like lacing that up. And I don't know if you noticed, but I have snaps here, and those are actually for the shoulder decals, which I didn't, like, I decided not to show, but if you're following me on Mablo, then you probably already seen them already. So yeah, that's a thing. And you know, the snaps on the bottom, and you know, once again, the whole thing that, yeah. And as for these white things, like, they were quite a trip. I actually almost ruined one, but luckily it was still salvageable to where I was able to take it and still use it, because I actually had to double side these and, like, you know, see that? They actually don't line up because it was actually really hard to get them to line up. And these I actually had to use fabric glue to, you know, glue on and stuff. And also I used photo paper to, like, glue that fabric around that, you know, instead of just trying to, you know, because this fabric is really awful to work with. It frays a lot. You know, even if you have fray check, it doesn't even matter. It's just, like, really, really awful. And I did the same thing with the photo paper, and I cut out, like, for the red spot here, and just a little bit more stiffness I wanted to it, and, like, these little pieces too. And then the rest of that is just fabric and bias tape right here, and, you know, just simple as that pretty much. And, you know, obviously, like all my stuff, I've also made this from scratch, and, you know, like anything you make from scratch, you have to try it on constantly. Like, you probably spend more time trying stuff on when you make it from scratch than you actually do making it. And I know that sounds like something really impossible, but yeah, it's a thing and it exists. But yeah, that's my base so far and how it looks, and it looks really awesome, and I cannot wait to wear it. Now, the next part that I'm going to show is actually the hip decal. Like I said, I chose not to show the shoulder pieces, you know, because those you'll have to wait till after it's done. But the reason why I'm showing you this part is because this part was another piece that gave me a lot of grief and trouble and everything else in between. Now, like, yeah, enough said. enough said. Like, you see all these dangling pieces, like, okay, so like, yeah, I use the same technique that I use with the white things over there on that, you know, photo paper and like the same fabric, just cut out a little bit of that and just kept on, you know, gluing it around and, you know, sewing it around. Thank God I did not have to double line those, because I do not know what I would do if I had to. That would just drive me too insane. But regarding these pieces, I actually took craft foam, because I know like a lot of people are talking about like, oh, well, like I don't know how I'm gonna get it to be stiff and it's fabric and it's like, okay, use craft foam, people. I took 2 layers of craft foam and I stuck them together, you know, just glued them together and whatnot. Then I glued fabric on it. Then I hand sewed the bias tape on. Then I took like this, and instead of using the photo paper, which wasn't big enough, unfortunately, I used cardstock to glue that piece around. You know, that, because like I said, that fabric is extremely horrible to work with. And yeah, same technique for the eye and the red and the you know, like all the bias tape. And as you can see in the back, I don't know if you caught a glimpse of all the hand sewing that I actually had to do with this thing. Now these white flaps and stuff, I actually had to hand sew these on, and that was a meticulous piece of work, because not only did I have to hand sew them on, but like I said, I had to try it on like freaking gazillion times. Like, I don't even know how many times I had to try it on. I lost count. But like, this whole thing was about like having it fall right, and it had to really fall right and like, you know, look even and like just so like you have to really make sure it falls right, or else it's gonna look stupid, you know, and just all that. So yeah, and this piece is actually sewed together. So yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to pack these, but as you can see, they do snap on. So that much is convenient. I mean, hey, I don't know. But yeah, how I'm going to pack this, I have no idea. Let's see. First, I'm going to flip this over like that, flip that over like that, and flip this over like that. But wait, I have these things that are the photo paper. I don't want to bend them or warp them or anything like that, so I'm just going to have to like fold that maybe like this, you know, and like, oh gosh, darn it, I don't want to warp it. Crap, I have no idea what I'm going to do. How am I going to pack this? Give me some ideas. Okay, well, I'm just going to put that down for now. But yeah, that's what I have so far, and those were the 2 most complicated pieces of this entire cosplay. And yeah, till next time, folks.